Wait. You had a UCL injury
That's what I
and
was
got
just gonna
second
say.
at Redbud?
Yeah.
That's
So
insane. All right, welcome back to the DNX show. And today we have a very, very special guest with us. He is part of the Triumph Factory team. It is the boy Jalek Swoll. Jalek, how you doing today?
great. How about you?
Doing pretty good. We also got the boy Doc with us. Doc, how you doing?
Good. Tired. Good. Usual.
I mean, you have been playing a lot of Battlefield. I mean, way too much Battlefield, but that's okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
But Jalek, how's your off season been? Like, what have you been up to in the off season so far? I know that you're coming off of the calf injury, which we'll kind of get to, but just in general, how's it been?
It's been good. Just gotten like the proper rest and I guess just kind of a reset. I didn't have to do the full season with missing the whole Supercross series, but yeah, just the kind of grind that I had to go to get back to a riding pace and just being able to do it in general. And just kind of like I had good moments, but I've dug myself a little bit of a hole also with like some stupid little mistakes and stuff of like trying to get back to the pace that I know I could be. So at the end right there, like doing the calf thing at the end was pretty much just like my sign to kind of just sit back. And I feel like in the outdoors, like with as little prep as I had, I feel like I was able to come back and show good speed. And like I was able to do stuff that I probably shouldn't have been able to do with the amount of time I had for prep. So I feel like I earned it with the team to be like, all right, listen, like I want to be a threat for next year. And I feel to do that, I needed to take a step back.
Talking about your like injury from very beginning, like the Achilles injury, how hard was it to realize that the whole entire Supercross season was basically thrown out the window?
Yeah, that was a sting because like it was funny. Me and Doc were just talking about this, but as cliche as it sounds, like I literally felt the best I've ever felt on my dirt bike. Literally felt the best I've ever felt. And I knew it this time because I had good teammates, obviously, to compare myself with and battle with throughout the week. And like, I don't know, dude. It's like even the day that it happened, it was just so unbelievable. Like I come in and I was like, everything was just so easy. And it felt exactly like I was accustomed to feeling that I was like searching for and like my bike setup and like fitness and everything. Like everything has to gel on this level to like win. And anyway, yeah, so everything has to like come together to win. And I felt like I had finally got to that place. Like that day that it happened, like I was in my motos. We were doing like 5-lap sprints or something like that. And I was just flying. Like everything was easy, wasn't getting tired. I could scrub whatever I wanted. I could put my bike wherever I wanted to. And I was like matching up against my teammates. I was doing really well. And then I come over this little jump, like a jump maybe I've probably hit 1,000 times in off season. I come over, it was jumping over a little table and then a triple. And I remember coming up over this single table thing, and I landed. And literally, as soon as I was going up the face to triple out, it was that was it. I didn't even know what had happened. Like it almost felt as if you land in the belly of a rhythm, and like when your feet compress and you kind of hit your heel on the ground. That's kind of what it had felt like. And it was funny because when I hit the triple and I got that feeling, I thought I slammed my foot on the face of the jump, like off the back of my foot peg. So I was like, oh damn, like I landed the triple and I was like, why didn't I just Superman through the air? Like my, like my foot.
Right.
hit the face of the jump. And I knew it just felt weird. It felt almost like it was the weirdest feeling. It felt like as if you take your Tech 10, right? Say you have a boot right now. You're just holding it in your hand. It felt like as if you crunched it like this and like your toe was touching like the Alpine Star logo or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I looked down, my foot was normal, flat. So I was looking down like confused. I thought I was gonna look down and like my foot be stuck somehow, or like my boot like went to flex and it got stuck. So I was like, oh, that's super weird. I looked down, my foot's normal on the pegs. I went straight off the track. I went straight up to Scuba, our team manager, and I think Mike Brown was sitting there, and I gave him my bike. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but something just happened. And they're kind of looking like confused, like what's going on. I got off the bike. I walked around. I like kind of like squatted up and down a few times. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why am I feeling like this? Me and my mechanic, we go back down to the race shop. And this was around the same time Jeremy Coker got hired. So he had come walking in, and he had just dealt with it with Tomac. And so he kind of, I guess, just knew what to look for or whatever. I'm sitting there. We're all kind of confused. Like, it was weird. Like, Jeremy walked in. He ran his foot down or his finger down the back of my Achilles. And at first he was like, I don't know. Like, I think you're okay. Like, I can't really feel anything. And so I was like, oh, okay. Like, perfect. Like, this dude just came from dealing with Tomac. So like, he would know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, perfect. Like, I get up, I walk to the, my truck, I drive myself home. I walk upstairs, shower, change of clothes, go to the doctor.
Is it hurting at this point?
It doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel like,
it's not like agonizing pain.
Yeah. Like when I was, I always joke about it. Like, it's not like how you see it with like basketball players. Like, when they do it, they're on the ground, they got shot, they're rolling around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just confused. I was super confused. And that's kind of why I was like, no way I did my Achilles, right? Like, I'm not really in pain. Like, I'm sore. I'm not really in pain. I'm walking around. I'm doing like, I was in the emergency room thing or whatever. And I remember I was sitting there with Brownie and my chick, and Brownie's like, hey, see if you could do a calf raise. Cause he's like looking up on Google, like, what could you not do if you had an Achilles tear? He's like, see if you could do a calf raise. I'm like, well, all right, I guess. Yeah. I stand up and I do a damn calf raise. I'm like, dude, there ain't no way. I'm like walking in the back. I'm like, oh, I'm golden. Like, this is like a calf strain or something. Like, this shit's nothing.
Right.
And I get to the back. I kid you not. I get to the back. I get in the doctor's office. I'm sitting there. The doctor walks in. He goes, what are you here for again? I go, an Achilles. I think, I don't know. I think I did my calf though. Sure. And he's like, oh, okay, lay down on your stomach and dangle your leg on the bed. Turn around, lay down. He comes in, he squeezes my calf once, literally just like squeezes it. Doesn't get the reaction because it's supposed to pop. Your foot's supposed to pop if you squeeze somewhere in your leg. So that's like normally what they do if they think something's wrong with your Achilles. You lay on your stomach, and it's somewhere in your calf. They squeeze it. Your foot's supposed to twitch. It's supposed to like just like pop, like recoil. And he squeezed it, no reaction. He's like, yeah, you're done. And it was like, we were sitting there, we're all in shock. We didn't say a word for like 20 seconds. We were like, what? Say that again? Right. He's like, yeah, you're done. I'm like, what do you mean I'm done? I'm like, I got a race. And I think I was like 3 weeks out or something like that. I was like, bro, I got a race like coming up. He's like, yeah, you're not. I'm like, oh, all right. And then I just kind of like, it just all kind of just like hit me at once. I'm just like, there's no way. Like, the day that I had at the track before that had happened, like, I kid you not, everybody there was like, this dude's going to win. Like, this dude's ready. You know, everything was starting to kind of click that way.
It's crazy to say, like, you did a full day like after motos of just activities, just like normal.
Right.
And then you go to like doctor. Yeah, no, you're done, man.
No, it was the craziest thing, dude. It was like, I don't know, like I replay all the time in my brain, like all these things that I was doing, trying to like see, like, am I good? Am I not? And I was just kind of like check marking all these things that I could do. And when he had came in and said you're done, it was definitely a shock. I wasn't as hurt at the fact of I did it. It was more so like, damn, like I wish I could have at least just got to round one, and it happened in the race where I could have shown where I actually got to. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I had so much progress with the team and the bike and just myself, and like where I was mentally, that it just sucked.
At least put a burner down, like at least one,
like at least
somewhere,
dude, anything, dude. Like I kid you not,
something,
I mean, damn, like, yeah, it was a shock.
Did you think that you tore it again when you did your calf?
Yeah. So, I had, what was it? Yeah. So Ironman, I don't know what it was. I first practiced, like, I think it was okay. I think it was 5th or something. I was like, okay, like good day, whatever. Like it's starting, like I'm not a practice guy at all. So when I'm going good in practice or I'm like in the mix in practice, I'm like, okay, that's like my sign. You know what I mean? For like the race is going to be good. Not that I need to have a good practice to have a good race, but you know what I mean? If you're not a practice guy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I got to second qualifying and it was the dumbest thing. I think it was literally the green flag lap. The turning triple in the back where J Mart broke his arm a while ago?
I believe so,
that turning triple thing. Yeah. Okay. So right there, it was muddy in the morning and I tripled and I was landing in a muddy section or whatever. It was pretty deep. And as soon as I landed, I was like, all right, I need to get back, get my front wheel light in the mud or whatever. And as soon as I got all my weight to the back of the bike, it just like, I felt a pop. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I knew something was off because I have a pretty good pain tolerance and it took me by surprise. I was like, oh wait, that's not right. So I got to the finish line, I finished the lap, pulled off immediately. I go to the mechanics area and I'm like, yeah, like I picked up my mechanic and I left. I was like, nah, something's off. Got up there, got checked out, and normal motocross shit, we were like, yeah, probably shouldn't race, but I raced anyway. Raced Moto 1, obviously got whatever, should have been a whole shot, came out second. And I finished the race in 10th and 10th or 9th, somewhere around there. And after that, it was like, yeah, like this, I need to go back and get checked out. Like something's not right, whatever. I tried to race Moto 2, only made it like a lap. I'm like, yeah, something's not right. And I got back, got checked out. And turns out I did do the calf tear thing that I had thought before I even got in, but I did a calf tear and I haven't even broken the news to this anywhere. So this is whatever, but I had
news breaking over here. So
news breaking. It's not like crazy
headlines.
But I had a small Achilles tear right before it gets to your calf, but it was vertical, which is
interesting.
That's not normal at all for an Achilles. So
yeah, because Achilles go left and right? Because then it like separates.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, normally if you do your Achilles, it's left to right. But yeah, I think something to do with the way the calf tore or something maybe messed with it. But so I got a very small tear and vertically on like the top of the Achilles, and I didn't need surgery to get it fixed, but I didn't want any doubts. So I just went in and had him kind of sew it up or make it tighter or whatever. And
Is that the same Achilles that you did prior, or is that the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Same
Yeah.
one. Same one.
Same one, but I think it kind of added up to a couple things kind of went into it. Like, what was it? So Southwick, I had fell last lap while I was in fifth in the second moto.
Mhm.
I fell that last lap and I did a UCL tear in my thumb. So that was a big hit because
Right.
I mean I'm just coming back, obviously. So like
Mhm.
definitely wasn't ideal. I was literally like Southwick, I kid you not, I was literally like grinding like to get through that moto. Like I only had pretty much a week and a half probably of prep before I went into outdoors with the Achilles thing. Like I had been on the bike for longer than a week and a half, but I wasn't allowed to jump. I wasn't allowed to do motos. I was just doing a circle track pretty much.
Yeah.
So real training, I only had a week and a half. So going into that, I already knew outdoors was going to be tough. I already knew I was going uphill. You know what I mean? I was fighting an uphill battle. So I'm grinding, trying to get back to where I need to be. High point went well or whatever, like first round back, no prep. It was 10th or whatever. Come into Southwick, have that thing. And when the UCL thing happened, like it kind of just took everything out of me a little bit because I couldn't ride during the week. Like you literally can't. Like it sounds small because it's just your thumb,
but it's
it's so painful. Like you can't do anything. Like the vibration of your bike like does something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So I couldn't ride during the week. I just had to show up to the race pretty much. And I remember showing up to Redbud. I literally that day.
Wait. You had a UCL injury and got second at Redbud?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, dude, funny story though. Like Redbud, I remember in practice, I rode like shit. Like I literally could not do anything. Like my thumb was hurting me so bad. I couldn't turn. My hand was falling off the bars on braking bumps. Like literally, it was literally a nightmare day for me. Like I literally tried my hardest. I came up like off the one of the laps. Like I'm like, okay, like I know that wasn't good, but like it should just be enough, to give me a decent engagement. It should be enough. Come around and it literally says like 26 on the board. I'm like, oh, bro, it's gonna be a bad day. And I get back and I'm talking to the team and I'm like, bro, I don't think I can do it. Like my thumb it's absolutely killing me. I can't hang on. I'm honestly more danger to myself than anything right now because I can't do anything. And they're like, dude, like you've been riding good, like you're there, like you gotta try to figure it out. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I work with a doctor. His name is Nick Crabble or whatever, like race doctor. He comes to all the races. So he's been helping me. He's like doing like my my taping and like kind of just getting my thumb like almost like a little cast, like to where I can't like move it. And that was the only way I got through the day. Honestly, I don't think I would have got through the day if I wasn't getting good starts. The only reason why I had like that adrenaline rush to like help me kind of like blind the pain a little bit. But literally all day in practice, I was like, no, I can't do it. Like this ain't gonna work.
That's what I was just gonna bring up is I'm sure the starts definitely helped a lot with that. And, kicking Joe Shimoda down the straight. That's like one of the most iconic videos ever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just something about when you get a good start that just gives you that what you need. You know what I mean? It just gives you what you need. So for me, I was like, my thumb's messed up. And first off, that was second moto. So the first moto, I think it was 6, but I think right at the end I caught Hammaker. He was 5th or whatever. I almost got him. But that was like, oh, okay, shit. Like I'm hurt. Even at that time, I'm like, my Achilles ain't feeling great. You know what I mean? I'm like, being this close to the front group while not being 100% was what kind of helped me. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And yeah, so second moto, get that start. I'm like fuck it. I don't even care if I crash. Like I'm gonna go for it at this point. Like my thumb is whatever. Like I'm gonna just go, and if my thumb falls off, it falls off, bro. Like
Right.
so, yeah. But ended up being a good day and a good day for the team. The team needed it. The outdoors, everybody was grinding. Nobody was where they wanted to be. But to come back and deliver a podium for those guys pretty early for me was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's
super
sick. It's super cool to see, to hear all of that, and then remembering your Instagram post after you got that podium. I feel like that post you did where you felt people were sleeping on you big time, and then now knowing that you had a ton of injuries. I mean, that's
we just lost Doc all of a sudden. But his
what?
You're back now.
Yeah, you're back.
I was just gonna say, it's cool, hearing all of that, and then remembering your Instagram post when you got the podium. Kind of the screw you to a lot of people. I mean, the statement even more. I feel like you're very slept on in just kind of the industry, and then hearing all of that, it's just cool. It's a cool redemption story to see that you were nowhere near 100% and still were able to perform.
Yeah. I want to put something on top of that. I remember this clear as day. All right. I was a week behind on our predictions of you getting a podium. I was a week. I said it 1 week too early. I was happy with it though, regardless.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like, did we lose Doc again?
We did. He's frozen on my screen. We have had so much so many problems trying to record this podcast. It's crazy.
We good?
We here?
Okay.
Yeah. You're morphing back.
Yeah, you should be good now.
Yeah.
His recording's probably fine, but it's just Discord messing up.
Yeah.
But
no. I mean, you guys know a little bit. You guys have been. I've talked to you guys, a few times on different occasions or whatever. Like, I'm pretty chill. Like, I don't care. I don't care what people say. It is what it is. I like to troll. I like to troll back when I get the opportunity to. So the podium thing to me was more of just trolling people back. Cause I remember this one dude commented when I got re-signed, and he was like, damn, waste of money. And then another dude was like, oh man, like, dude, this kid has no talent. Like, how does this kid keep getting rides? Like,
Sure.
Just like a ton of those comments. And it ain't even, and the funny thing is, it ain't even me that's like going and like looking at these things. It's like other people.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And I'm like, fuck this guy, Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, I see all those things or whatever. It is what it is. I laugh at it. Like, I'm trolling back. I go in the comments and troll back. Like, I don't care, bro. I'm like laughing half the time. And to get on the box, I was like, oh yeah, this is the moment. Like, just got back through injuries. I'm like, fuck these. Like, I'm gonna say something.
Next time you got to screenshot their comments and just put them on the post. Names and everything. Put them out there.
I went back to my the post that Triumph posted for the signing and started commenting back to what they said. Like, this first year I was talking about, I trolled him back with the waste of money, and I was like, "Oh, waste of money?" Question mark. Right.
I think I actually remember seeing that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I love that. It's good. Like, if fans are gonna talk shit, you got to get in there and just make light of the situation. Like, people are gonna talk shit no matter what, no matter who you are. I mean, people are talking shit about Jet Lawrence. The dude is literally unreal. Like,
I mean, people talk shit about what we do, and we don't do anything as gnarly as you guys. Like, we just make like a random opinion, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, these guys don't know what they're talking about. They've never rode before in their life." I'm like, dude,
no matter what,
crazy.
It doesn't matter what you do. It's just the time. Like, it's the times we live in. Like, it's so accessible to just get on social media and even like most of the dudes that talk crazy are like dudes with like fake accounts. Like you can just go on social media and say whatever you want. We just live in that day and age, so it is what it is. I like to not get, upset over it. I'd rather just talk shit back and laugh about it.
Yeah, usually too, they'll be like, eventually, if you clap back at them, they'll be like, oh, this guy, all right, I'll buy some merch. It's kind of cool,
Dude, you have no idea like how many times I've been talked shit to, and then like I comment back to the dude, and they're like, dude, bro, I'm a fan.
I'm just kidding, bro.
I'm a fan,
like, dude, I'm a fan, bro. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? As soon as I snap back, then you want me to feel bad that I just snapped back at you. Like,
you should just, if you're a real fan, then just plug your merch link. Be like, yeah, show me, just buy a shirt then.
No, it is funny, yeah, but
it's like the same thing when like those same fans go to events. They're gonna try to get your autograph. And they'll be like, and then they'll post on like got Jalek's autograph, and then you go back to their pro, you'll see them talking shit. It's the same people. It's crazy.
Stand in line for 2 hours to get your autograph, and then
it is, bro. I never understood it. Like it's different if you're like, somebody, you know what I mean? You know somebody, you can go on, you can mess with them, say whatever. And like that person knows you, so they know like you're or whatever. I could never imagine like going on somebody's post that I've never met in my life and like hating something about that person. You know what I mean?
It's
like
crazy.
I don't know what it is about social media that has everybody kind of like that nowadays, but
your next podium, I'm commenting waste of money, just so we're all
I like that though. I like it. I like you gotta troll, bro. Gotta troll. Listen, I grew up in like MW2 lobbies, bro, as a young kid.
Yeah.
Like nothing really phases me. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Nothing can really get to me like that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I like to, and I kind of bring it in from like gaming a little bit. Like I got the headset on, I'm gaming. So like, I like to like, I don't know. I just like the banter of it. And just like being able to shoot the shit and like be a normal dude. Like, I don't want to be a robot. I want to be myself. Yeah. You say something about me, I'm going to say something back. You're going to be mad. I'm going to be laughing. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Sure. I've just always been that way. Like I've always been that way. I've always grown up the youngest. You know what I mean? So I'm the one getting picked on. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I just grew up like that. I grew up smack talking and being that young kid, like going up against the older dudes. You know what I mean? So like, I don't feel, I guess I don't let anything like to heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure. That kind of leads me to my next question. It's just like, this is kind of aspect of like social media, but moto related. Like, what's your least favorite thing of moto, and then like your favorite thing of moto? Because like we've had multiple people on here say like their favorite, their least, and maybe sometimes that social media could be their least favorite thing, right? All that shit talking that people get, like that could be their least favorite thing because maybe I'm not saying yourself, but like they might take it to heart, right?
Yeah.
But, sure. But what about you?
I wish fans knew how hard it was, That's one of the things I wouldn't say I hate, it is what it is, but I wish people like knew how hard what we do was, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
sure.
It's different when you watch on TV than like when you're on the track, when you get to see what it looks like down there, like what everything is forming like. And I hate the secrecy of like what people are going through. You know what I mean? Like we risk our lives on these bikes, not just on the weekend. Like people will talk shit all day about, this dude's always hurt, bro. This dude's always hurt. And it's like, I mean, we take the same risk of the race 4 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week, and then do it on the weekend. And you add everyone in the mix, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's a lot, you know what I mean? It's a lot on the bike, it's a lot off the bike. Mentally, it's a lot. Like Camden said, you're always traveling. Like there's so many different aspects. And this is why I said earlier, like there's so many different things that go into winning, you know, than just being good on your dirt bike that I don't think people understand. You know what I mean? Not that I'm saying like, oh man, like my sport's so hard, boo hoo. You know what I mean? I ain't crying
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. I chose the path that I chose, and like I'm super grateful and I love what I do, but yeah, like it's definitely tough. You know what I mean? Like super, super tough to do what we do, deal with the stress that we have to deal with on not even just the races, but just the weekly basis.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're always compared to the next guy, and it's a competitive sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like
Very, very.
the average person that watches, has no idea not even, I have no idea, but the amount of it's like mental struggle it has to be to, like you said, constantly being compared. Since we've been doing media, I look a lot at what everyone else is doing in headlines, and it's always like this person's making it or this person's falling off, or there's
Yeah.
always this conversation about like you're either there, and that saying like you're only as good as your last race, like for 10-15 years of your life living by that, it is got to be exhausting. And I know just from like even this world, right, content, that side of things, it's so easy to look at it and people say like oh, it's super easy, and then when you get behind it, it's so complicated and so detail oriented, and then then you throw in you guys are like might die or crash and break, like that's like a whole other level, right? Like
no, it is something that it's not. I feel like that aspect of it isn't talked about as much. You know what I mean? It's almost like kind of like we all know the consequences of what really could happen on your dirt bike.
right.
But it's always kind of lost in thought in a way. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of like doesn't want to think about it, obviously, or doesn't want to speak it. But like, yeah, you literally can get on your dirt bike and something happen that isn't even your fault. You could have a machine, you could have
Right.
a chain fall off, sprockets, like anything. You could have so many different things happen that could like be super detrimental or such a change to your life in just a quick snap of the fingers. And yeah, man, it's tough. Like it's easy to from outside look in and just be like, yeah, it's easy on anything. You know what I mean? I could like I was just kind of yapping about basketball players with the Achilles thing. Like like it's easy to do that. You know what I mean? If you're not in the shoes, it's easy to talk about the shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. And just as like a weekend warrior, right? Like I was a weekend warrior for a while. Like I got to the B class, and the mental stress of like kind of doing it myself, paying for everything, and then trying to make Loretta's and then not making it, and then trying again the next year, just like rebuilding. Yeah, the journey's fun and like it's sometimes rewarding, but then it's a mental like toll on you just because you have to do everything. That's just a weekend warrior. Now you got to think about a pro where you're riding 3 days a week. You, as you just said, you have all the risk 3 days a week, and then you got to perform on Saturdays. You're doing it 32 weekends out of the freaking year, which is insane. So it's like a lot of people don't even know I would say like 90% of what you have to go through on a day-to-day basis for that. It's crazy.
What's that like with teammates too? Like on the test track, are you guys like, I'm sure you have teammates that you're more friendly with and some that you're maybe not as close with, but is there always that like comparison to them to like, okay, you mentioned it kind of earlier that like based off my teammates, I knew I was riding well. Is that like a group where, hey, we're all riding good, but there certainly has to be some sort of like stack, right? At least in your mind.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no matter where you are, like since we all train together in some way, shape, or form, like you're always kind of looking at your teammates, like, and granted, like I was saying earlier, whatever, lost track, like I'm not the best practicer, so I feel like having good teammates helped me push to a certain point in practice where I was like getting better at doing practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I wasn't trying, but it's almost like there's a very different feel of being under pressure and racing and like that adrenaline and like focus you get on like a night or outdoors day compared to just a normal Tuesday, showing up, nothing
Right.
at stake here. We're just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we want to get better, but like if there's a jump that I don't feel like doing or that's a little sketchy, I can just not do it.
Right.
But at the race, you don't have the luxury of just, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
So there's just things that are just different. And like when it comes to like the teammate comparison thing, like it's just kind of who you are as a rider, I guess, on what it's going to help you with. For me, it was helping me gain some speed and kind of just pushing me past a comfort level that you don't even know you're in unless you have other people that are doing something faster than you.
Sure.
So for me, like having Smitty around and Styles around was good for me because each of those dudes, whether I was better than them that day or not, have something that they're better than me at. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Smitty is obviously awesome in the whoops, and Styles is really good at other little things, whether it be sections or soaking things up or just random little things. And it's just like you can try to mesh those two together within yourself, trying to, you know what I mean, match
Yeah,
and or be faster. So for me, it helped a lot. And that's kind of where I was saying, like, when you compare yourself against your teammates, for me that day when I went out with my Achilles, and this is by no means trying to say I'm better than or not, but that day I was the best guy. Like I felt the best. I didn't feel like I could be touched that day. Like I was hitting the whoops fast. The corners were normal. Like everything was just coming to such a
just
place.
clicking.
Yes. Like it was one of those days that literally everything was clicking so well that literally like when everyone got the news of the Achilles, like it literally almost brought like my team to tears. Like it was like such a hit, you know what I mean? Cause it was like finally like I'm a dude that like, yeah, I won a lot in the amateurs. I came through amateurs and did good, but like when I got to the pros, it was kind of always some sort of obstacle that I've had to get through. Like, my rookie year was whatever. That's wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Like I finished whatever it was, 6th in the championship and Supercross and stuff. So it was okay. It was fairly whatever. Second year, that's when I got my outdoor win, Supercross, got second, like did good. And then we got the new bike at Husky, which nothing wrong with Husky and the team. Like I love those guys. I've been with those guys for a super long time, but like that bike just wasn't for me. Like I just literally, I hated my bike at the time. Like, and I couldn't figure it out. Every time I rode and I tried to get that feeling of like being who I used to be, I would be on the ground. And so it was like I would get knocked out to the point where I was just like, dude, like I'm just gonna ride where I'm comfortable. And then those 2 years on the bike, like I had some random finishes that were good, I would randomly get a third or somewhere, but for the most part, it was kind of just like, oh, what's going on with Jalek? You know what I mean? Like, is he just not that good anymore or whatever?
Yeah.
And leading up to like that Triumph signing or whatever, like that's when I was coming off my humerus. So I broke my humerus and had to go into outdoors, similar to what I had to do this year, but with like no prep. And it's always just been an uphill grind, trying to like grind myself into a place where I could build and then the next year try to launch into who I should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And granted, I've just haven't been able to do that. I've been able to do some good things along the way, but I've ultimately found myself taking a few steps forward and then more steps back and then having to climb and climb again. But I feel like something changed a little bit when I got to Triumph. Granted, like I still found myself with some injuries, but these are injuries that I don't consider the same because they haven't been crashes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Achilles thing was just landing a jump, super random, just happens, I guess, whatever. And then the calf thing at Ironman, like I didn't crash. The
Right.
UCL thing, I can blame on me. I crashed. I was an idiot. I should have at Southwick, like, I know I'm kind of bouncing all around, but
No, you're good.
at
You're good.
Southwick, like, I wanted to prove to myself, for one, but also to the team, like, how far I was willing to go. Because I had heard some whispers around about my work ethic and stuff like that. And so at Southwick, I was like, all right, like, I'm gonna go literally as hard as I can and as long as I can until I literally pass out. I should not
right.
be close to the guys. I shouldn't be anywhere near the speed that I was able to kind of do,
Right.
you know? And so I'm like, all right, like this moto, whatever, like I'm just gonna go until they literally have to drag me off the bike, like whatever. So I'm like, I was tired. I kid you not, at like maybe the 10-minute mark of that second moto of Southwick. And granted, like, yeah, that doesn't sound good, but I'm just gonna be upfront and real. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't have the prep. It's fucking Southwick.
I was
Southwick's
gonna
the
say,
hardest
yeah.
track.
Southwick is
You had like
insane.
4
Yeah.
weeks on 3
Yeah.
weeks on the bike. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm at Southwick. I'm battling some of the fastest dudes. I'm battling with like Levi Kitchen and who is it at the time? I forget. Maybe it was like Vial or somebody.
Mhm.
And so I'm up front for pretty much the first 10 minutes or whatever. I get passed by Levi and Vial or whoever else it was. And I'm in fifth. And I see Marchbanks, like, I don't know. I probably had like, I had more of a lead than I probably thought I had, you know what I mean? In my mind, looking like gauging. But I just grinded 25 minutes, 28 minutes of the moto, literally dead, like elbows hitting my knees, like just like hanging on, bro. Just like literally like I'm gonna crash or I'm gonna be up here. And I got to that lot, literally the white flag lot. And I kid you not, I'm like seeing double at this point. I'm like, I'm just hanging on, I'm just riding, I'm still kind of gauging. I can see Marchbanks like through the corner of my eye, kind of like gauging same spot. And I come up into like literally a group of like 7 lappers all battling to the death, bro. At Southwick, that last lap. And they were all around me. Like they were like battling me almost, like not keeping up, but just to the point where I could hear their bikes. And it was like tripping me out. I literally thought it was Marchbanks. I'm like, I just started sending it even harder. Fast forward, got like a little wheel spin in it like tracked. And Southwick has this weird thing where the track slides down, like the banks of the track literally like slide down to the middle of the track. And I had come off this little single and I landed on the bank and it just took my front wheel out, like sliding down to the track.
Yeah.
And that's when I did my UCL tear. And yeah, I remember I got back to the rig and I crashed. I got up. I crashed again right before the finish line. I literally could not balance. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing ever. I don't know if I was heat stroking or what. I literally don't know. Get back to the truck and I handed my bike to the I don't know who was there at the time, but I get off my bike and I'm literally I'm woozing, like I'm literally like I can't even stand straight. Somebody grabbed me. I sit down. They like everybody kind of gets back and like they're rushing, like putting ice all over me, kind of like doing the whole heat stroke thing. Like, and I get to they drive me up to the Ashix rig. I was trying to get an IV and, dude, I just whole body, like full body cramps, like literally anytime I moved, my whole body would cramp. So, and I'm pretty sure that's like that's like some stage of heat stroke or something.
Yeah.
Either way, it was like the most miserable day. But from that day forward, like I got the respect that I kind of needed from, it's not that like they were ever questioning me, because I feel like I've always been like really uplifted in Triumph's light on like how they view me.
Yeah.
But I think it just solidified like who I am as a person to them, and like everyone learned a lot, I think, about me and how far I'm willing to go that day. And from that day forward, it's been really good. Granted, I've had to go out again or whatever and get my stuff fixed, but like I've gained the respect that I've needed, and these guys have full belief in me. So it's been great.
That's good. That's good though. Like, it's good that you did that. Those little whispers you may have heard. I mean, if you don't end that right there, just eat away at you, and the team, it'll just fester. So good decision on, I mean, sucks about the thumb, but probably long-term, a good decision to make yourself suffer that long,
Oh yeah. No, like that, I feel like it was needed, like everybody kind of, I feel in the sport has their one moto or something that they can like pick out. Like this is the day that like proves something, and that day was that for me. Granted, I didn't like take home the top 5 or whatever, but like being in the top 5 with like how little time I've actually had to ride and stuff like that, and grinding on the roughest track on a hot day, like everything mixed into one, and like kind of just going to the brink of literally passing out, kind of solidified myself a little bit with how far I'm willing to go with the team. So, and
then after all that, then podium next week.
And then podium.
It's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally. So that's why I said, dude, it's so funny, like the Redbud thing. Like from the practice of not thinking I was gonna race because of my thumb, to literally the weekend before that, rewind, being literally collapsed, bro. Like I literally couldn't. I threw up 8 times from the car ride to, we had to go to a wedding. My girlfriend's mom's wedding was an hour away, so we had to drive there after. That's what the whole plan was. I threw up 8 times in that car drive to her house. Anytime, drink any water, stomach cramps, throw up. Stomach cramp, throw up over and over and over and over again. I was literally, at the end of that day, I was literally unwell, like face sunken in, eyeballs like black around. Like it was, like I said, it was one of those days where it was like, you're a man now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Talking about Redbud a little bit, Doc brought it up a little bit ago, but the starts, like, how are you so freaking good at starts, dude? Like Washougal, I know after the finish line, unfortunately, but that start was crazy. All right, Redbud's start was crazy.
Hey, that ain't my fault, bro. They watered after the sight lap, bro. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, I do the sight lap. The turn's good. I mean, I just got a hole shot, bro. I'm trying to send, and then the turn is like I literally landed, and my front wheel was gone before I even knew I was in the turn. Like. I don't know, whatever, but that's one thing. But yeah, I always joke around with it because I feel like it isn't necessarily my technique on starts. Like I go off of feel, and I just feel like it's reaction time. Granted, I've always had a good reaction time, but I don't know if you can say my reaction time is because I'm a gamer and I'll be on like Call of Duty.
I was just about to say that. Like I think it's because you're game, bro.
Bro, I don't know, but maybe. I always joke around about it. The boys on the team always joke around about it. Like my reaction time is always what gets me starts. It's never a technique thing with me. I always try to get the best jump that I can, and I kind of go off a feel from there. But starts here is one thing I feel like you either have it or you don't, or you're one of the dudes that just let the clutch go and hopefully you're going when the gate is dropped. Like it's I feel like it's a natural thing. If it comes natural, it comes natural. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I'm not too sure on what makes that happen. That's why I joked around about the video games and reaction time. Maybe that's a mix, but
I think it really is, because I mean, if you're playing Call of Duty back in the day, MW2, your reaction time since then is probably on top, right? Like I would say there's a correlation there, 100%.
I'm just going to say, I'm 30 years old. When we were at Indy for Nations, I went to Indy 500 little museum, and they had a reaction time thing, and I scored 100%, brother. Said I should be a professional race car driver.
I don't know about that. I watched you play Battlefield last night.
There was like an 8. I was fragging last night. What do you mean? I was carrying you guys.
Unk still got it, boy. Unk still got it.
That's true. That's
I
true.
got the footage to prove. I went 9 kills out of the 12. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was dead last night. Don't show that footage to the world. Don't show that one.
You're just letting dog brag on you like that?
Dude, you should have saw me play last night, dude. I was dead tired. Like I don't even know what I was doing out there, man. But that's another subject. Yeah, that's another topic. That's another topic.
Not talking, just running. No comms.
Nice. I like it.
Talking about Triumph though a little bit. Like how did that come up from Husky? Because obviously Triumph being a new team, were you already in talks with them like towards the end of Husky, or did it come out like out of nowhere?
Yeah. It didn't come out of nowhere. Actually, I think it was around round 4 of outdoors. My last year at Husky, I think, was when I kind of knew what I was gonna do. So I talked fairly early. And Husky at that time, like, kind of goes back to what I was saying about being on that bike. Like, it was hard for me to produce results. And this is a results-based business, and if you aren't, they look for the best, the next best thing. Yeah. And at that time, I'm sure they were already getting their cards together on what they were gonna do, you know. And I wasn't in a position where like I have, you know, rich parents or something where like I can take a big pay cut and still make it work. So I kind of already had in my mind like these dudes probably aren't gonna re-sign me. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. And I can't take a pay cut really either, you know? So for me, the thing that helped was I obviously had a good relationship with Bobby Hewitt and Scuba, and those two were the ones manning the Triumph ship from the beginning. Gotcha. So they had reached out pretty early. I've always kind of been under Bobby Hewitt and Scuba. Like those two dudes are the dudes that they hand picked me when I was on amateur. They brought me up all the way through the ranks. They believed in me the whole time. Yeah. So for me, it was like, it wasn't a hard decision because I knew I couldn't get where I knew I could be, you know, with Husky, with the bike. And I knew what I would get out of Scuba and Bobby. And there's not many teams where you can get that loyalty or that like family atmosphere, you know?
Sure.
So for me, I was like, yeah, that's where I want to be. And I went back and forth with Husky a little bit on it, and I gave them a fair shot at like trying to keep me, but the Triumph deal was too good to pass up. And I love the idea of going to a team where nothing had been done before, you know?
Yeah.
No history. Show up, no history. In my eyes, I'm like, dude, I could go and I could be the first person to do a whole list of things. Like honestly, the only thing that I haven't done here first was get that Supercross win. And an outdoors win, but in between I've been able to do pretty much everything else. Heat wins, a lot of top fives all the way through the range. I've gotten second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, you know, all the way through. So for me, that was pretty, you know, exciting, you know, to go into. And I knew like, not that I didn't want the pressure. I'm okay with pressure, but like just the fact that it would be like, come to a new team, have these dudes, this good atmosphere of people that I know. And there is no pressure, you know, I come in and I race, I do as good as I can do. And we learn the bike. And honestly, I didn't expect to have any real results until this year. But we just managed to, you know, get on the box in that first year and do some pretty cool things together. So,
were you kind of scared to ride the bike because it was new? Like
first time?
Yeah.
No, I was excited because I've been with Husky since I was 13 years old. So
damn.
Oh yeah, wow.
I was excited to do something new, and I had felt like Husky had changed so much personnel wise from when I had first been brought up that I was like, man, like reuniting with these dudes and like I was just excited, you know. So when I had got there, it was just that. Granted, there was some hard things to deal with. Like I mean, it's a brand new bike. We had to go through it.
Sure.
There was no test riders really. It was like Ivan Tedesco was a test rider, but he had ended up doing something like blowing his knee out at some point. So he wasn't able to do the test riding. And Ferry had something happen to where he couldn't ride. It was just me. It was pretty much just me riding the bike. So we definitely had things. We had parts that didn't mesh together or whatever, or caused different issues. But like we worked through a lot of that stuff with me in the beginning. And honestly, there wasn't much stuff that happened, but I definitely had some hiccups along the way. Like it wasn't just all, man, that's
right.
Nothing scotch free. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
We definitely had to build and work a lot, and we learned a lot about each other, you know, team wise and me, just through the bonding process of trying to figure things out, you know? And before Supercross, like that first year, we didn't get something had to do with parts. I don't know what it was, if it was like a COVID thing that's kept like now or whatever, but something to do with parts. We didn't get to ride our bikes like really and like training until like I think it was December maybe.
Oh wow.
That's
so it was
not
like
a lot of time.
Yeah, no, right before the season. So it was kind of like pushed into it. And yeah, I mean, it was what it was. We did the first round. The first round was obviously very chaotic. Running with Brown, that was whatever. First turn pile up, everybody crashed. Get up, sixth on the night, and I think it was before second round. I went to MTF. It rained. I went to Colleen's house with the MTF guys and the Star dudes to ride, and I had a rock like get jammed in my chain, like super like kind of just freak thing. I went 3'd onto this table, and my chain had got lodged with a rock, full stop, and off. And
that's crazy.
I endoed off. I ended up breaking some vertebrae in my back, like the wings or whatever. Whatever they're called, transverse
I broke one too.
processors or whatever. Okay, so I broke like 3 or 4 of those. And meanwhile, I was the only dude that could test. So like I was working through that and riding, and that time frame, what was it? Birmingham had happened. That's when I was in third. I fell out of third late in the main. And I remember after that night, and I have nothing against this dude, so don't take it like a problem, but Cody Shock, he was getting so much praise on his collarbone, and I stayed silent the whole time. Like I don't have a problem with him. It was cool to see him get his moment and stuff. But I was like, if only these fuckers knew I'm literally racing with a broken back. Like we're talking about a collarbone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny. It's good memories now looking back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that first season was definitely trying, but it was super fun. Like super fun to go racing, and like everyone was always so excited, you know. And I don't know if it was just because it was a brand new team and brand new biker or whatever, but like, you know, you go to a team and I could go to any other team and get on the box, and it's just another podium, you know.
Yeah.
Here it's very like, it's very new and shiny, you know what I mean? It's very celebrated, and it's such a cool place to be. Like the people are awesome, and even like our higher ups, like Husky, you could talk to the higher ups, but it's still kind of like you talk to this person like Triumph, like I can get on FaceTime with the owner, I can get on FaceTime with whoever's right below the owner, and then right below that dude, you know what I mean? Like I have good relationships with everyone here, and it's like it's so I guess refreshing, you know, to have like such a chill, cool team, you know.
It's funny because from the outside looking in, personally, I feel like that team feels different than just the way they do their marketing, the branding they use. I mean, like the Call of Duty thing, I thought showed a lot. Like, sure, it's a gaming thing, so I was paying attention, but it showed a lot about like just the way that they think is a lot different than others, right? And I feel like just as a spectator, as a fan looking at that team, it feels different. You know, it does feel different.
It is. It's really cool to see where it's came from too. Like your first year was you, Evan, and Joey, right? I believe, and now it's Austin Faulkner, Smitty. You had Styles before, unfortunately, the wrist injury, right? And you have Mickle. I'm forgetting one. Am I forgetting one? No, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Then you four, and then the MXGP side with Cam and Gilliam. Like, it's crazy to see where it's just come from that first year.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and we've put in a lot of work to even be able to that first year get to a position to show off the bike to where people can even want to come to the team and want to be a part of it. Like it was, I mean, wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, you know, like a lot of work had been put in. And even though I haven't been able to do as much as I would have liked to have done yet, it's still pretty cool to feel like we had all the work that we had put in help them also, you know, showcase to other people or other riders that like it is a capable bike. You know, I don't feel like without the people who are, you know, busting their tails with me that first year, it wouldn't be possible. Not just from me on the results side of things, but just the levels that we were able to slowly level up throughout the season that first year.
Yeah.
All right. We've talked a lot about moto. So, question. If there was another career path, sport, anything else, if it wasn't moto, what do you think you would like to do or would have done?
Like to do or would have done.
Or could do in the future.
Or could do in the future.
Right. All right. I wish I could be 6'8" and play basketball, or I wish I could be good at golf, I guess, because golf is a really good thing to be good at. Like, and it's slept on a little bit. Like, you can close business deals on a golf course. You can go out and just hang with the dudes on a golf course. Like, being semi-decent at golf is like such a good like thing to have, such a good skill. So I guess
interesting.
I've been telling Doc too. I've been like, Doc, you got to start practicing. Like I've gone like twice in the last like year, but like I'm getting there.
It sounds super whack until you like play or get just one good hit, and you'll be like, man, that felt good. Like I want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it starts. But I still suck. I try, but I still suck. But I'm one of those people that can get a good hit every other hit. You know what I mean? And be oh yeah, that's the one. You know.
I got some top golf experience. You know, and
top golf is fun, but it's different.
Yeah, it's different. You got to hit grass, man. When I went from like a turf, because there's like it's like a top golf around where I am, but it's not. It's like a hitting range or driving range or whatever. But I went from there. I was like, dude, I'm on top of the world right now. I go to grass. I couldn't hit that shit left or right, like straight. I was hitting it left. I was hitting it right. I couldn't do
everything
nothing.
But straight. Everything but straight.
So, but yeah, I've been trying to dabble in it more because exactly what your point. Although it's hard, but you can do a lot of stuff with it. We can have some fun with it with you guys, right? You can also hang out with your friends, like just IRL friends, you know. You can do business deals, like you mentioned. Like, there's a lot of things with golf that I think
that you can do,
that you can do that will also kind of help just in general too, like eye coordination, stuff like random stuff. But
just peaceful. It's something that you can do outside that you don't have to like exert yourself.
Yeah, sure. Exactly.
I guess if you're walking your bag, I guess you could make it into something that's working.
Nah, we're taking a golf cart.
I'm gonna go jump the golf cart and hit some that's what I'm going to do.
100%. Yeah. So I have a question for you about MXGP. How often do you guys like interact with one another, with Cam, Gilliam? Like, just that's one part, right? And then my next part would be, what track would you like to ride on the MXGP circuit?
China.
That's a man-made track, by the way.
So to answer the first part, I don't like. We don't really interact. We do, but we don't. I knew Gilly a little bit when he came to the States, so like I'll talk to him. I don't really know Camden.
Yeah.
And we don't ever really cross paths either, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I watch, you know, I don't watch like the full motos, but I normally go on and watch the highlights of the races after when they put it together in clips or whatever. So I always check in on the boys, but Gilly, I knew Gilly since he was here or whatever, so I'll snap him every now and then and talk some yap. But
Gotcha.
other than that, no, I don't really know. Track wise, I thought Matterley Basin or Bassin, however it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that track, but seeing it at Nations really made me say no. You know, I don't know, something about how it was prepped I didn't like. So I think the track that I would say
Lommel.
Hell no.
He had
Like,
enough
sand is fun.
torture in the
Sand is-
sand.
Like I love sand. I grew up in Florida, but like no. Dude, what's the
Did you see the
Dude,
Australia one?
I have to see them. I don't know like their names. That's the problem of it. What's the one?
To be fair, I only know them from bikes. So
Okay, yeah. If I got on bikes and I could ride, I'm like, oh, this track. But I don't know the names, dude. I suck at the names, and it's sad to say because the track with the big hills, Maggiora.
Oh yeah, the Italian MXGP of Italy.
How do you say it? Yeah. Okay.
Magoria,
That track,
Magoria?
I think, right? It has like the big hills. You go up the hill, you jump down the hill, up the hill. Yeah. I think that track would be pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure that track this year, if I'm not mistaken, Kai went down the hill and hit the banner and broke it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was
because it was muddy, right?
Yeah, it was muddy. I think there was like a guy in front of him he didn't want to hit, and then
yeah, I remember that. That track was, I thought, would be pretty sick if it was prepped good. Not normal, just prep good.
Couple tracks that I think are so sick. The Australia track that they had this year, that was pretty.
That's
freaking
new
sick.
though, right?
Yeah, it's brand new first year, so it was pretty cool for its first year. And then Doc knows this one, Argo. I think it's you know which one I'm talking about, in like the trees and stuff. Like that is freaking a fire track. But yeah,
I think the other Italian one, Trentino, you probably know that.
Maybe he said it like him.
If I seen it, actually, you know what? Another
like
sick
big
one.
Mountain on the side.
What was the one that Villapoto stalled his bike on the start? It was nighttime. Nighttime. He came back from last.
Yeah, that was Qatar. Yeah.
Okay, that track was pretty cool.
I watched that.
I watched that. In nighttime, dude, nighttime outdoors would be sick. Do you remember when Colorado had nighttime? It was a nighttime race, like Grant, and then I think it was Villa then too. Yeah, that track was sick at nighttime. I don't know, something about outdoors and nighttime would be sick.
Funny story, outdoors.
Did more stuff.
Funny story for me. Like we have this local track called Canyon, it closed down, but used to have Wednesday night practice, right? And one time I just went there. We were just weekend warrior stuff, right? Just practicing during the week, and the lights go out on the finish line. And mind you, the finish line is a tabletop going downhill. So as soon as I hit the table, the lights go off and I can't see anything as I'm landing going downhill. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm packing. I'm going home. Like, absolutely.
See, I always rode Dade City in nighttime too, though. So like, I don't know. Something about, I'm just accustomed to some nighttime stuff.
Would be pretty cool.
Tampa was like that too. Tampa MX was also nighttime. Now I think about it.
Yeah. So another question I have for you is, if, like, I don't know how to phrase this, but would you change anything with the SMX schedule, or do you like it how it is right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I think there's some things that can be changed. Granted, you can argue from both sides of the fence on why that's a bad idea or not, but it's not really up to me to figure out what that is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think there's definitely some changes that should be made. I just don't know, I guess, where you would start. I also think like the LCQ thing I think could change, because if you have X amount of people and other people get hurt, you should just be moved into the spots that
I
are
100%
available.
agree.
Not race the LCQ and all 9 of you go into the race. You know what I mean? It just kind of
I agree.
I think
seems a
they
little
should do
bit like
the push up
inviting to injuries. You know what I mean?
I think they should push everybody up and then bring everybody else in to try to qualify for the last couple spots. Like that's how I kind of feel. Because then that's just me though, but I think it would be a cool idea.
I got one.
Yeah.
You could take out A2 and give you guys an extra week off in between outdoors and Supercross.
Yeah, I feel like A2 is a little bit diminished because you have all this hype for A1,
Right.
and then it's like you come back and you're like, it's another race.
I've never understood
Supercross.
I've never understood why do we go back to the same city twice. I mean, I'm sure that it's more difficult than I'm thinking, and schedules and other events and all this stuff. But like, I feel like we could do without A2 and just give you guys another. Although usually A2 is kind of a sick track. I'm not gonna lie.
Anaheim's normally do it pretty good. I think. I mean, there's lots of ways when you kind of think about it on like what you should do. If you're speaking from the standpoint of what you just said, like take one race out to add rest. There's a lot of things you could do, but I don't know. The rest thing is I'm kind of on the side of like I think we should have more of an off season. More, I don't know how you would get it, but we definitely should have more of an off season. Like you think some of the dudes only get, especially if you do nations as well.
Right.
I mean, the dudes really only get like a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks at most. Then you need to start getting ready for November. So you race all year and practice all year, every day of the week. And because you don't have days off. You're doing something every single day, whether it's a road bike, it's gym, it's whatever. You're doing something every day. There has to be something along the lines of that. But I know some of the old school dudes or whatever would be like, "Oh, you guys are pussies. You guys have to do it." You know what I mean? Like,
have you heard about them? Like, I don't remember who said this, but I saw this online of like someone suggested that they treat it where you have limited time on the bike during the week to limit risk. So would that be beneficial? Like, do you see a benefit?
Yeah, I think so, but you ain't getting that done.
No, I guess that's true. So
if I'm putting in the work and say I'm doing this rule, right? Say they do a 2-day rule. You get to ride 2 days of that week. If I'm riding 2 days and I see some dude does 3 days, I'm going to feel behind. So I'm going to try to do that 3rd day and try to get a day up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends on, and I also I just don't see how would you manage that either. Like, how would you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah. There would definitely be someone doing 3 to 4 days. 100%.
I was just gonna say, like, it would be so impossible to manage, because maybe you could manage like the factory teams by having like an official, but then you're gonna have the privateer just grinding, brother. He's gonna be
but I guess then the privateer would get a chance to get a little closer, which would then help racing as well. I mean, it just depends on how you look at it, but that would never happen. And then even the rest, you can't really talk about taking rounds out because some dudes go and do the overseas stuff right after the year. Granted, you can use that as a vacation, and you make a good lump sum of money to just go race one race, not I have to do good at this race to get X amount of pay. You get your pay up front and it's a vacation. But I don't know.
All
You
right,
can argue black and blue over it.
I got one more, and then we'll try to get you out of here. It's been a while.
We got two more because I
all
got
right,
no Mount Rushmore.
We've got two more,
Ready.
and then we'll try to get you
Uh-oh.
5 national tracks.
Okay, top 5. I'm gonna go High Point.
Banger.
I gotta be biased because I've won there, so gotta be biased. I'll throw that in there. And I always have a good time at High Point, no matter what. Like, I don't know why. I've gone there and had not good results too. I just have fun at the track.
Yeah.
High Point. Unadilla, if it's prepped right. Like
Not this year.
Not this year. Like the problem with outdoors, and I'll do this quick so I can get back to the list. The problem with outdoors is I feel like the focus is like to make such deep, long ruts, and like it hurts the racing because you can't move around. You can't use the outside because the outside is way more track that you have to go and get. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. So it has to be right. But on the good day, Unadilla is sick. So High Point, Unadilla, Budds Creek. Budds Creek. I like Thunder Valley. Thunder Valley's pretty fun. And then I'll go for the last one.
It's tough.
Wait, run me through the tracks real quick. Name some tracks.
Paula, Hangtown, Thunder Valley, High Point, Redbud, Southwick, Ironman, Buds.
I would say
Shugle.
Shugle would be cool if you were riding by yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll say Redbud, but Redbud where they don't just destroy it with the tiller. Like,
all right.
If it's a lightly tilled day at Redbud, I feel like that track is pretty sick.
That track looks fun to ride.
It's very fun. I used to go there for area qualifiers when I was an amateur, and I love the track. I started hating it when I raced it pro because it was prepped so differently. But like that track in general has good bones. Like it's a really, really good track. Like fun layout, just good elevation. Track's fun.
And then the last question we have that we've asked both of our guys that we've done pods with now is who is on your Mount Rushmore for moto?
For just moto or Soupy and moto?
This is just everything, just moto in general.
Just Mount Rushmore overall.
Okay, Malcolm, because I'm biased. That's like my big brother. He's helped me a lot through the years when he did not have to.
Like that.
So Malcolm, J.A.
Okay.
Anderson for
yeah.
people not putting it together. Malcolm, Anderson, Dino.
Okay.
Like this.
And then AP.
Damn. Okay. I like that.
But I'll throw Ricky in. Also, I'll just make 5 heads up there for Ricky because obviously,
I think you have to put Ricky.
He's the GOAT, and it's kind of my boss in a way. So
I got to get that 10% at the end of the year.
I like dudes that are normal. Normal dudes. My Mount Rushmore has just been good people, like to me, and I see how they interact with the normal people. Never too cool. Never think they're more than they're just good people, good humble humans. So, good relations with all those dudes. So that's my Mount Rushmore. I think the old heads, they talk too much shit for me now. They I hate because I'll think of somebody as like a legend, bro, like just legend of the sport, and then they're just so Debbie Downers on the new gen. There, I'm like, dude, come on, you don't have to dude, you're solidified, you're a legend. Why do you have to talk shit about everything that the kids are doing now. You know,
Sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Just I don't know.
I can vouch for AP. I got to know AP over the last few years, and he's like the most normal,
solid
like,
dude. Like
just a good dude. He like
mhm,
my daughter's a huge fan, and he'll make
mhm.
sure that he will send, she'll want to send him a picture because she's got like shirts or whatever,
Yeah,
AP shirts, and he'll
yeah,
send one back. Like he's so just wholesome and kind,
yeah,
and
yeah. Such a
it's
good dude. You don't run across people like that very often. Like
yeah.
super
Yeah.
cool dude. I'm very like antisocial and I'm not a big talker. And AP's one of those dudes that literally forced me to talk.
Yeah.
I could not talk. You know what I mean? He's one of those dudes that'll come up to you and just start a conversation, and he's just like you said, just very wholesome. Like
Yeah,
just
good dude.
good dude. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to get AP on the pod, and a little sneak peek, we might be able to get Dean Wilson on the pod here soon. So
Yeah,
look out
Dino's
for that.
always funny. Dino's funny. You'll have a good one with Dino. Dino is like when I was at Husky, my first 2 years, like that was like my vet. Like
Yeah.
learn the ins and outs from
Yeah.
Dino. He pretty much took me under his wing and I was just following him around, pretty much his mini me for the first 2 years, kind of learning everything. Like match my flights so I didn't have to pay for rental cars. He'd be like my dad taking me to the races. I'd be in the back, him and Sarah in the front, and it was just like I was going to the races with fucking mom and dad. It was so funny back in the day. Yeah.
That's sick. That's so sick. Yeah, I hit him up yesterday, 2 days ago, and I was like, we got to get you in the pod, and he was like, absolutely. So I was like, okay. He's in Australia, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah.
It'll be after that.
He's actually killing it over there. I'm actually super stoked to see.
Yeah, 3 in a row, man.
Yeah, especially with what he's going through right now. I feel for him. But yeah, man, he's killing it. I'm super happy to see him doing so well.
He might have to race for Australia Nations next year or something because he's like winning so much over there. Yeah.
I don't know about that, but yeah, we've been going for a long time, and we had some technical difficulties. I apologize for that. My computer, I don't know what's going on today, but I am sorry about that for the video.
Your Battlefield play yesterday literally cooked your PC.
Dude, it did. I don't know what happened, dude. Because it was fine for Cam, and now Jalek got on and it screwed up. I don't know. But regardless, we are very appreciative of you taking the time out of your day and doing this with us. That means a lot to us, for real.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, really.
No, you guys been killing it. I like doing stuff where it's different and yeah, I don't know, just good vibes here. You know, you go and I can do another interview somewhere else, but ultimately it's going to be the same questions, and that's no shade. Like, you can only really ask so many questions in the sport, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's been cool.
Yeah, our main thing is just to have fun with you guys. Like, have fun and just bring fun to the channel and bring fun to the sport, and that's kind of our goal. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so we do really thank you. If everybody's watching this, make sure you guys hit the like and sub button for Jalek. Oh, hit the sub button for our channel for Jalek. Jalek, do you got a YouTube channel?
Like and subscribe. No, I'm going to. I want to next year kind of get more involved. I feel like I'm slept on, but I feel like I'm slept on a little bit from myself. Just kind of chilling, being in the shadows. I'm cool with that, but I need to get out of the comfort zone. I need to get some merch going, and I want to do something with YouTube. A logo. Granted, that's one thing, because that has been whatever. But
I think a vlog would go hard. Just 32 weeks. That'd be sick.
I want to do a vlog. It's just, dude, it's expensive. It's expensive. Like granted, we make decent money. If you're winning and podium, dude, consistently, you make great money. But like, dude, it's a lot to hire somebody to follow you around, do it. Yeah. Also, you're paying to like your nutrition to like eat good, get the proper recovery. You need to pay for a gym guy, or you know what I mean? There's so many different things that go into it that take up a salary. But like, yeah, I really want to. I've been looking into it, whether that be forcing a camera on my girlfriend and making her follow me around or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do it because I feel like I'm a lot misunderstood as well. I feel like I could if people just like seen me being me and my personality, I feel like they would understand
Sure.
more than just what they see of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Because
Well,
I can be a bit of a bastard sometimes, so I get it.
If you need help with like the strategy side, thumbnails, that side, let me know.
Yeah, I want the
Yes.
big thumbnails with like the big bright eyes. I'm like you know,
Yeah, like Mr. Beast, you know?
I want the Mr. Beast thumbnails. That's what I want.
That'd be funny.
We can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doc does all of our thumbnails. So I give him a concept and he's like, bro, that's trash, bro. We're not using that.
We're like, it's like explosions in the background. You're like drooling. You're like,
yeah, we just I'm excited for that vlog once it comes out. It will come out, and you guys better go sub to that channel. But
also for the last thing, I'm gonna plug in something.
Yeah,
I have something coming out with Troy Adamitis here in the next month. That was supposed to be dropped a while ago. It's kind of like a documentary style. We're trying to sell it, trying to pitch it and do like some really big things with it. Didn't get much industry help, so we kind of stalled out on it for a while, but now we're just going to drop it on our own and kind of just give it to people. But have a little doc of like my upbringing and stuff like that, kind of add a little bit of what I've been through and story and stuff like that. So I have that coming out with Troy Adamitis next month. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on that. It'll be a pretty fun little project.
Definitely send it to us. We can put the link or whatever in this video, and then we can help you push it on our own stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely be reposting all that shit. So.
Yeah, no. I'll get with Troy and I'll figure out that whole situation like you're saying, the links and all that stuff. I know he's kind of just like proofreading it, you know, right now.
Yeah.
Getting it all dialed, but yeah, whenever we get that stuff figured out, I'll do that. And then whenever my logo shows up, I will try to get you that. I could show you the DMs where he's like, dude, I got it, bro. I'm working on it, bro. And then it goes stale and then he comes, but it is what it is. I'll get it done at some point.
That's funny. But yeah, so our outro has been like for 5 minutes now, but yeah, we really do appreciate Jalek stopping by and doing this with us. Make sure you guys hit that like and sub button, and we'll be back with a silly season pod here soon. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for all the love, and we'll catch you guys back here on the next pod. We're out. Peace.
Oh yeah.